Well, hello there, this is Ondarian ASMR, and this is actually going to be a very, very different video. Yeah, as you know, am the creator of the fantasy ASMR series Lord of War and Heartache. I hope if you've seen it, you are enjoying the series. It is ongoing. I'm constantly writing and creating all the time, so there's always something new on the way. Anyway, long story short, this week I went online and purchased a couple of Lego sets. Two of them I've already built. The third one was actually a freebie because I spent enough money to get a free gift, basically, from the official Lego store. The two sets I've built are both Star Wars related. You can see photos of them on my Instagram and Twitter. One is the Darth Vader helmet. I was going to go for the Boba Fett helmet, but, Darth Vader, greatest villain of all time in my opinion, so I decided to go with Darth Vader. And the other set I went for was the Lego Death Star Throne Room playset from Return of the Jedi, which features obviously Emperor Palpatine, Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader. And again, if you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you can see photos of it on there. And also comparison photos of the original 1997 minifigures that I also own, because I had the original set. It's not constructed anymore. I took it apart many years ago, and it was actually a lot smaller than the set I have. I can actually see the set in front of me, and the other big difference is it came with Imperial Royal Guards. The original 1997 set came with just Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker and Emperor Palpatine. So again, you can see photos of that on Twitter and Instagram, where I'm known as Ondarian ASMR. So without further ado, we shall get on with the freebie set. It's a small one. It is very small. Actually, there was one other thing I also bought, because every year I do a seasonal Lego diorama, and this year's no exception. I'm in the planning stages. I hope to start it tomorrow after I've filmed my contribution for chapter 16 of the Lord of War and Heartache. And that's because I buy the Lego City Advent Calendar each year. So what I've received as a free gift will form part of that diorama. The idea for it this year, I'll give you a quick rundown of what I've done for dioramas in the past. The very first year I did one, it was a Christmas fair with game stalls and so if you've ever been to, say, like a Bavarian market, or if you're in England watching this and you've been to Winter Wonderland in Hyde Park in London, that was my inspiration for that particular diorama for 2015. So I have got photos which I can post online. Then I did a sort of Polar Express inspired diorama with a platform and just filled it with full of different minifigures. I did try to build a station building, but it didn't look right, and it really took over most of the diorama and you couldn't really see inside it, so there was no point in sort of having it, to be honest. But yeah, I've got the Lego steam locomotive Emerald Knights, so I used that as the centerpiece Bought some Lego track, put the loco and its coach on there, and yeah, did like a Polar Express Santa Claus special that the Heritage Railways run every year. Although last year it was a bit more complicated, obviously, because of COVID, so the actual real railways couldn't do it. Funnily enough, last year was the one year I didn't do a diorama, because it was a bit complex, bit difficult to go and get the advent calendar. I could have ordered it, I know, but I wasn't working, so you know, it was a bit more expensive for me, so I couldn't actually do it last year. Year before that, however, 2019, I actually bought the, was it 2019 or 2018, the gingerbread house, and I built the diorama around that. So, you know, I had the gingerbread family. I actually had the gingerbread man from the Lego collectible minifigures, so I included him. And, or should I say them? So, yeah, I always try to incorporate the items from the advent calendar onto the diorama. I've got a couple of other pieces I'm going to include. I've got the Lego pizza van that I bought quite a while ago from Lego City theme, so I'm going to incorporate that somehow, along with a few other elements I haven't quite worked out just yet. I need to actually start building. So, without further ado, here's what we're going to build. It's the... I'll raise up the camera a bit so you can get a better image of what we're building. There we go. The camera's at a slight angle, so I do apologise. There we go. This is what we're building. It's the Lego Creator coffee van. It won't take long to build, in all honesty, but it should be fun. So hopefully, I hope you enjoy what you see. I'll probably ramble as I go along, talking about Lego and my collection. So let's start. So I'm going to do something that so if you're watching kiddies, but if you've got kids watching with you, I'm going to open this in a way I don't recommend, because you know, or if you're with your parents and you're watching this, get your mum and dad to open this for you, because I actually use what I call an unboxing knife. It's just a modelling craft knife, but it's extra sharp, and you know, safety is key. So play it safe, and you know, get your parents to open this for you. So here we go. So I'm going to put this down. I'm going to adjust the camera so you can see what I'm doing. So there's the Lego Creator. Lean across, and so here's my unboxing knife. As you can see, it is sharp. It is a craft knife, and I'm just gonna very gently slide it in. That's all you need it for. That is all you need it for. Sometimes I do use it as a Lego separator, although I do have two. I've got a load of these Lego separators. I must have about the number of sets I've bought in the past. I must have about 5 of these turquoise Lego separators. 5 of these turquoise Lego separators, and probably about 35 of these orange ones. The orange ones are standard. The turquoise ones tend to come more with the special sets, like this one came with the Darth Vader helmet, and this one came with the Death Star set. The smaller sets like this don't normally have Lego separators, but it's always good to have them. So, ooh, 3 bags. That's different. So, what I like about this set is, unless they've not added them, there's supposed, from what I understand, there are supposed. Ah, there we go. This is the one thing sorry, I moved away from the microphone then. This is the one thing I always lament about Lego. When I started playing with Lego as a kid in 1989, and I got my very first Lego set, which was M-Tron, experienced the power of magnets. Please, Lego, please bring back M-Tron. Please let a new generation of kids experience the power of magnets, please. I'd love to see M-Tron come back. They used to have what's known as printed tiles, and here's an example of a printed piece. You can just see it here. This is a umbrella, and this is actually a printed piece. Not everything is printed now, it seems. A lot of things in Lego now come as stickers, and I honestly lament the fact that, you know, stickers exist, to be honest. I know they're a cheaper option than printing plastic, but I'm a Lego traditionalist. I'm, you know, of that era when printed Lego bricks, tiles, things like that were all the rage. You know, I absolutely jump for joy when I have a Lego set that has a printed tile in it, because, and usually it's on the Lego Ideas or the normally it's on the Lego Ideas. Even the Lego Creator Advanced has stickers. I built the lunar lander, the Apollo 11 lunar lander, and that came with stickers. I kind of wish, you know, fortunately the bit that actually said Apollo 11 lunar lander, it actually was printed. That tile was printed. So sorry, I'm leaning on the table, so I'm moving it. Yeah, so enough of my lamenting for, you know, nostalgia and the past. I'm just getting a box ready to put all the small pieces in. This is my real secret to building Lego. I always have a plastic container that I can put all the small pieces in. So let's get that open first. Give you a quick rustle of the bag. And if this one proves popular, I might combine Lego. I used to be called AFOL ASMR, because AFOL stands for Adult Fan of Lego. Perfect example of a printed tile. I don't know how well you'll see that, but that is a mobile phone. It's very blurred, I do apologise, but that is the perfect example of a printed tile. That is gorgeous. Sorry, my screen went dark on my computer, so I just had to, you know. And this is raw footage. I'm not going to edit this. You're going to see this as I do it. So any little blips or bloops or, you know, anything like that will stay. So we'll just have some fun. Let's just have some fun. It's just a shame you can't have any happy little clouds in Lego. Sorry, I went a bit Bob Ross then. So we're going to open up. So that's the small bag. I keep all the rubbish in the boxes, so you know. Here's me saying I don't do mainstream ASMR, and here's me doing what could be considered mainstream ASMR. But if this proves popular, I might do more Lego because I love building Lego. I can do this quite happily in conjunction with the Lord of War and Heartache. So, you know, it helps to fill a gap. It helps to fill a gap. So I'm just going to move that out of the way. You'll see the plastic box as it comes and goes. So the second bag I'm also going to put into the plastic Tupperware box. Because there's quite some small pieces, so there we go. So that will be combined, and everything we need is in there. We just need to get the minifigures out. Need to get the hair and the heads out. And I think the legs, oh yeah, we need them. I think the legs are here as well. So we've got 2 characters, and what I like about them is one of them is, the other head must be in the other bag. No, I have got both heads. It's a set of legs I'm missing. So they must be in the other bag. So we'll put that there, and we'll open up the third bag. So this bit will just go on to, yes, we have got the third bag. And it's the legs for the barista. Ooh. Yeah, it's the legs for the barista that works in the coffee stand. So we'll put him together, and they are male and female. We'll put them together. We'll say we'll construct them. We shall refer to them as them, because you know I'm all about understanding. And so there's one minifigure. I'm sorry, it doesn't seem to want to focus. I haven't worked out how to do autofocus, but you'll see it as it's built, and I'll post photos of it as well so you can see it clearly. And then this one has 2 faces. One is sort of smiling very slightly, and on the back smiling a lot. So I'm going to give them the smiling a lot because I think that's, and then purple hair, and I like that. I do like it when they have coloured hair like that, because you know I think that makes a minifigure stand out a bit more amongst the sort of regular colours of hair and things. So first thing first, the bike. So that has, so this is always fiddly. So if there's any youngsters watching this, you might want to get your parents to help you. I have left the comments open on here, you know, so let me know what you think of this video. So there's the bicycle. Try and get it. I'm looking at my screen because obviously I can see myself on on the screen as I record this, so I'm checking that everything can be seen so that you can see. So that actually stands up on its own, so that's nice. That will feature on the diorama. Now we build the I'm just going to move this. What we need is the barrel. Just going to move this out of the way. What we need is the barrel. We need that piece. The barrel. We certainly need that piece. The rainbow umbrella. It's not a full rainbow, but we need that piece, which is a one stud barrel top. We also need the mobile phone, and we also need now. And sometimes if there's a piece missing, I have enough Lego here myself that I can actually utilise from my own pieces. So this barrel top, I'm left-handed, so it should be okay to see me build this actually. So that barrel top goes there. That goes on like that. The mobile phone goes like that, and then that fits. I really need to work out how to do autofocus on this camera, so I do apologise it's blurry, but we work with what we have, and I can talk you through it as I go. One moment. I found the remote control. And I can't work it out. I found the actual remote control for the camera, but again I can't work out how to focus. So I do apologise that this video is out of focus. I'm still getting used to the camera. I've had it since my birthday. So anyway, so that's the table made. So we'll put that to one side, and we'll put the barista and they're off camera, but the barista and the customer are there. Now we get into the actual so that's the plastic tub of pieces, of small pieces. So what we need is this piece, and this is where I use my craft knife just to count how many studs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that just tells me I have got the correct. So I need 2 8x1 pieces, and in here should be a 4x1 piece. So it doesn't help that I'm working on a black and white tablecloth when there are black pieces involved in the construction of this, but again, we work with what we have. So there we go, and as I construct it, you'll see clearer. So there we go, that's step 1 and step 2, and I can do these pretty quickly because I'm quite experienced with building Lego. So excuse me, I have the sniffles. So we need, yep, as you can see, I've already put a piece on from step 3 without, so we need, I'll take that off so you can see all the pieces as I get them out. So we need 2 of these white pieces, just move them out the way, 2 of these white pieces, yes, what else? And 2 of these 1x1 black bricks. So that goes like that. Those 2 go to the sides, and then the black bits, the black 1x1 bricks, I beg your pardon, go to the end. So it's looking like that, and it matches what's in the book. So far we've covered step 1, step 2, and step 3. So we now move on to step 4. So for step 4 we need another of these dark grey studs, and we need 2 silver grating studs, sort of ventilation tiles as I call them. So they go on like that. So that's what you get on the brick, and then you put the brick in place. Now it does show no, I have done it correctly. That's fine. So on to step 5, where we need 2 more of these dark grey pieces. Trying to get it so you can see as I build it. If I move the book down a little bit more, that's better. So we need 2 more of these dark grey pieces which go on the side like that. So that's what it looks like, and that's step 5. Step 6, we need 3 white double cheese wedges, and yes, they are called cheese wedges. So there's 3 of them, and they go on here, and they go so that the wider top, the wider piece is at the top. So again, step 6. So that's step 6, and there we go. That's what you get. Step 7 is where it starts to get interesting. We actually need 2 of these yellowish cream coloured pieces, and we need another of those single stud barrel tops. Now, this is the trick. The trick is to make sure you know where it is. So there we go. So we've got 2 of these pieces, these cream coloured 6x2, and the barrel top goes, so I've turned it around so I can see how it looks. So the barrel top goes there, so it matches step 7. There's step 7. So we have now followed that. We now have a window. So this is, so we now need a 4x1 long piece, well, 4x1 piece, and the window. So there's the window frame, and we put in. This is very tricky, so again, if you're watching and you enjoy Lego, I would say get someone to help you with this if you've got small hands. So there we go. Yes, that's fine. So that's step 8. Step 8 right there. And we're now on to step 9, which is basically to just make sure you get it the right way around, the window in place. So that is now what is seen. And it's open in the picture slightly. So it's a good snug fit actually. It's a very nice snug fit, so it's not too bad. Now we need some vertical side studs. I normally do remember the names of these. I'm an AFO and I can't always remember the names of them, so you know, bear with me. But these are vertical studs on the side, shall we say. They're certainly not snot bricks, which is studs not on top, because obviously they do have studs on top, and if you turn them sideways they'd still have studs on top, so you know, they're not true snot bricks. You're probably sniggering to yourself at the moment, but that is a genuine Lego term, snot. Studs not on top. Okay, so that's step 9. That is step 9. And there were 4 of those 2x1 bricks. So now this is a very interesting piece. So we need one white piece with a stud on the side. We need, I would say this is probably a coffee percolator, so we need one clear stud. There's one clear stud. There should be a dark clear cone. And we also need a single 1x1 stud as well. So again, coloured white. So that goes on like that. So the 1x1 stud is now attached to the brick. We actually need 2. We need 2 of those special white pieces. So there we go. That attaches like that. So there we go. The clear stud goes on the bottom, and the dark coloured cone goes on top. And I've just worked out what this is. It's a coffee grinder. It's a coffee grinder. So there we go. and that goes in like so. So this is taking shape quite nicely, and that was step 10. Step 10 with the coffee grinder in position on the other page. That is not an actual step, that is just to show you how it goes on. So next up we've got 2 light blue coloured cones. And they come with 2 clear studs as well. So they go at the end. Ooh, very, very fiddly. Very fiddly, even for big hands. There we go. Ooh. And then 2. So I've basically done 2 steps in one. Step 11 and step 12. Because the red cups that I've just put on are in fact... And there is a silver cup as well, which goes there. So that's steps 11 and 12, which you can see in full right there. So step 11, as I say, I'm so sorry it's blurry, but I work with what I have. And step 12. But it still gives you an idea of what I'm building. So that's... Ooh, lucky 13, step 13. So for this we need a black 2x2. We need 2 what I refer to as mini arch bricks. There we go. We also need side stud, and we also need a printed temperature gauge stud tile, which is, you can't really see it because it's really quite small, but that's actually, you can take my word for it, it's printed. It is a printed stud. Let's try and throw some light on it. No, you can just about make it out there. You can just about make it out. It's sort of like a temperature gauge. So, as I say, I will post photos of this when it's actually finished, so you can actually see it for yourselves on Instagram and Twitter. But I wanted to make this video. Oh, we also need gold pan handles, so they go on underneath like that. And then, oh, and we also need a silver grate. There we go. You can see the printing better now. I can actually hold on to it. So, yeah, you can see it's a printed tile, circular tile. So that goes on like that. So there we go. That's step 13. Step 13. And that's what it looks like now. That's how far we've got. I haven't actually looked to see how many steps there are in this, but you know, this will make for a, oh, there we go, 4 processes of building it. So yeah, so we're on to step 14 and we're up to page 24, and we need 2 of them. 2 of them. Again, side stud bricks, and 2 1x1 bricks, and they go at the end of here. So that's step 14. Step 15, we need the arch brick, which goes where I've just put the side studs, and also at the other end we need this light blue 6x1. So it goes up like that, and now we need 2 white 6x1s. There we go, 2 white 6x1s. And they go on the top, like so, if I can get it on. These can be quite fiddly. So there we go, that's step 16. And, oh no, that was step 17, nearly. So step 15. And step 16. Now we move on to step 17, which I'll show you now. But you'll see it put together in a second. So we need 1 of those dark grey pieces, and 2 1x2. So this is another 6x1 tile, and we need 4 of those 2x1 tiles. So where is the other? And of course, if I do have a piece missing, I've got enough Lego beside me in boxes that I can actually you know, rescue the set without having to send out for any more spare pieces. So let's get this the right way around so I can see what I'm doing. So that bit goes there, and those bits go there and there. So that's what we've got. So it leaves technically a 1x1 stud space in the centre. So again, I've already shown you step 17, but there is step 17. We put this to one side because step 18 is to construct the tow bar attachment. So this is very specific. The tow bar attachment obviously allows you to attach the coffee van to a vehicle, you know, a car or a van or another van sort of thing. Allows you to move it around. So we need that attachment. And we need that attachment. Excuse me. Itchy arm. We also need a white cheese wedge, and we need 2 of the axle pieces, and we need 2 attachment pieces. So we construct this piece now. So this piece and this piece go like that. That goes there. The 2 axles go like that. Those pieces go in there. And then we also need to attach these 2 white pieces. These 2 pieces. So we've got 2 of them to attach. There we go, and that's the tow bar. That's the tow bar built. So now that's built, we turn this over, and it goes on according to the drawing at this end. So there we go. So this will now lean slightly because we haven't got any wheels on it yet to hold it up. And that is actually the next thing we're going to build. So again, yeah, that's step 18. And there we go. So that's been turned upside down and the tow bar has been attached. So next step is we're going to build the wheels, which is steps 19 to at least 20. No, I beg your pardon, it is all step 19, so it's very, very straightforward. So we need one of them. We need the axle pieces. We definitely need that piece. There we go, another wheel piece. We need the 2 wheels there. And we need some tyres. So we have everything we need. So the black 2x2 square goes there. And then the axle pieces go on there. We then attach the wheels. And this is how I do the tyres. Not always recommended because you can end up breaking, if you're not careful, you can break the axles off, but it works for me. There we go. And you can see it spinning in the light. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know how well you can hear that, but there we go. That's the wheels. So they go underneath, and hopefully they will help to stand this up. So let's see. Yes, that works. So as you can see, that's probably the side the customer would stand. And that's... So now we build the roof. So I'll just show you quickly step 19. So there's step 19, which we've just done. That's the other half of step 19. And then of course we've attached the wheels. So there we go. So we have 2 black circular studs with holes in, and sometimes, oh, that's the problem when you have wheels on there, it makes it a lot harder to put them on if you're not holding it properly. So that's the 2 black studs for step 20. There we go, step 20. And now, right, I need to count up how many pieces there are on this piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 2 light. Let me just put that out of the way because we're just building the roof at the moment. So we have 2 light blue pieces at each end in step 22. So yeah, step 21. That's step 21. And step 22. I don't quite understand why it shows putting 1 blue piece on in step 21, and yet it says there should be 2 blue pieces in step 22, so kind of doesn't make much sense, but okay, at least we know what we're doing. Maybe they do that to see if the Lego aficionados notice, and I certainly did notice, so yeah, there we go, because it shows a blue piece going on in step 21, and it says there's only one blue piece for step 21, and yet for step 22 it says there's 2 blue pieces and they should go on with the white pieces. So, you know, I'm very observant. It's a blessing and a curse. Now, I need a red 4x1. I need the hinge joint. And I need the another roof piece. There we go, another roof piece. So we build up this up like so. So that's what we've got. And that goes on this side of the roof. So that's step 23. Step 23. Now we need 2 more blue pieces. And we need 2 white pieces. So the white pieces go there, and the blue pieces go there. So we're basically keeping up with what we've got. So there we go. That's step 24. And 25 is to attach the roof to the actual van. And because there's only single studs, it's very easy to take on and off. So you can take, you know, so you just lift it off and you can put your minifigure inside and take them out. So it's very, very easy. I now understand why we have the more blue pieces. I now understand why we have more blue pieces. So this is step 26, and we need another hinge piece for each side. So there we go. So that's step 26. That goes on like that. And I suddenly realised what these are for. These are for where the menu boards go. So suddenly it is all making sense. So that's what we're looking at now. So that's step 26. And I would say that step 27 is to build the back of the cart, because there's 4 of these blue. Let me move that out of the way. There's 4 more of these and 3 more of these white pieces. So let's get that built at least. So there goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2. So that's what we've got. That's what it looks like. So that's step 27. Oh, no. I think I've jumped the gun, but I don't think it matters too much because of no, it doesn't matter too much because I'm still on I'm still on the correct path, so that's fine. That is fine. So we've basically done it out of sequence. So there's step 27, step 28, which are these silver grills, step 29, and step 30. So basically I did step 30 before I even did step 28. So, you know, these things happen, and you get sort of into the moment, and so that I'm just going to put that on the back, which is step 31, and that's what it looks like on the back. And these actually make me think of the coffee vans you see on the South Bank in London. I'll talk about that a bit more when we have finished this. So there we go, that's what it looks like in step 31, and I believe we are getting very close. We are getting very close indeed. So this is where the stickers come in. So we need 4 of these. I'm going to say 4 because steps 32 and 33 are pretty much the same. The only difference is one of them, they both have different stickers. So this is where the stickers come in, and this is where real precision is needed, and this is also where the craft knife comes in very handy. So again, if you're building a set like this with your parents, if you're watching with your parents at the moment, I would suggest you get your parents to do this for you, because this can be very tricky. And look at that, first time. It's rare that I actually get it first time. I normally end up having to use my craft knife to peel it away without causing any damage, but I'm impressed with myself. I'm absolutely impressed with myself for that, and I'm quite proud of that. So that goes on like that, so that goes like that, and that's what you see. So we do the next one. Oh, no. Here we go. This is where it gets tricky, because you obviously have to try and ease the craft knife underneath without be able to. There we go. And it's good to have an extra lamp. It's good to have a lamp whilst you do this. This is why this is so well illuminated, because you can actually see what you're doing. So I tend to build with a LED lamp. I'm still not satisfied with that. It can take a couple of attempts. I have actually got printed cafeteria tiles, but I like to use them for... I think that's the best I'm going to get it. I think that's the best I'm going to get it, so I'm not going to muck around with it anymore. So that's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. And that's step 32 and 33. Steps 32 and 33, to reiterate. Now for the sign. This, we're very much coming up to the last... We are literally coming up to the last few steps. So step 34, we need this cream 6x4 tile, and we need this red 3x2 tile, this red 3x1 tile, what I call the pizza slice tiles, because they remind me of a pizza slice, and one 1x1 tile. So we put the 3x2 there according to step 35. The 3x, that's the 3x2 tile, the 3x1 tile, then the 1x1 tile, and then the pizza tiles, pizza slice tiles as I call them. So that's what you get. That's what you get. So step 34, step 35. And I see where this is going to go. So next up we need this L tile, and we need one white pizza slice tile and two curved. There should be a second pizza slice tile. We actually need 3 white curved tiles. So one goes like that, one goes like that, the pizza tile goes like that, and the other curved tile goes like that, whilst the L tile goes like that. So it creates what looks like I've done that wrong. So it looks like a cup of coffee. So isn't that neat? Isn't that neat? So there we go, step 36. So we're very, very near to the end. So step 37, we just put this on. Step 38 is 2 more of these grabber tiles, grabber 2x1s as I call them, and they need to go like that. So that's step 38. 39 apparently is just to turn it back over. I don't even know why that's a step. And we're on to the very last step, page 54. And it is to attach this to the roof. So if we take the roof off, we can put the barista inside, put the roof back on, bring our table back in, bring our table back in, bring our customer in, if they stand, if they want to stand, that is. There we go. And the bike. And there you have it. We'll move them back a bit so you can see it better. Try not to knock over the table. The bike won't fall over, but there it is. So that is, I'll bring it further back so you can. So indeed, there will be clearer photos on Instagram and Twitter, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Actually, before I go, I was going to talk a bit about what this reminds me of, and it does genuinely remind me of the coffee vans you get on the South Bank in London, especially around this time of year. A lot of them have a very retro look, and this to me has a retro look, and I'm so glad I got this one as a freebie with my purchases, because it's going to look absolutely fantastic as an addition to my diorama. I really think this is going to be something to act as part of a centerpiece with the pizza van, and you know, whatever else I decide to put on there. So all in all, I'm going to finish up, and thank you for joining me. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this. As I say, it's very, very different to my regular content, but I wanted to do this. And if you like it and would like to see more, please leave a comment. I will, you know, try and make a video whenever I build Lego, whether it's a set or an idea of my own that I've had, my own creation sort of thing. Yeah, so thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you around social media. As I say, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and I also have a Patreon now, so you can support me through Patreon. They're all my handles for all my social media is Ondarian ASMR. So yeah, there is new Lord of War and Heartache chapters on the way as well. There's a lot in production for that, and yeah, hopefully more Lego videos as well. So as I say, I used to be called Afro ASMR, but I changed the name of the channel to better reflect my main project, Lord of War and Heartache. But I'm getting back into building Lego as well, so you know, it's kind of gone full circle, but I'm keeping the new name, so I'm not going back to Afro ASMR. I'm going to continue as Ondarian ASMR. So this is Ondarian ASMR signing off, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.